Om Shri Sai Ram, offering my most humble and loving salutations at the lotus feet of our beloved Bhagwan, Sri Satya Sai Baba. Sai Ram, dear brothers and sisters, welcome to this offering of his story through the eyes of his boys. And it's my pleasure to continue the conversation with our brother Sri Sai Surendranath. So without further ado, let us start with our prayer and take this journey forward. So I request all of you to please join me in saying the prayer together. O Lord, take my love and let it flow in fullness of devotion to Thee. O Lord, take my hands and let them work incessantly for Thee. O Lord, take my soul and let it be merged in one with Thee. O Lord, take my mind and thoughts and let them be in tune with Thee. O Lord, take my everything and let me be an instrument to work for Thee. Om Shri Sai Ram. I always fail in my words to express my gratitude to the Master for giving us these beautiful occasions and opportunities to listen to His glory, to remain intoxicated in His memories. Today, I feel honored to have Brother Sai Surendranath once again with us, and I would like to invite him. So, Brother Sai Ram, very much.
Saram to
Thank
one and
you for
all.
accepting and coming back again for the second episode.
Thank you. Swami's grace, Swami's will.
Certainly, His grace. For the audience, let me quickly reintroduce Brother Sai. Brother Sai Surendranath is actually a third generation devotee whose grandmother introduced Bhagwan to the family. And he personally came as a student in 1977 for his PUC degree. And he did it from Vrindavan. Then he went on to do his BCom. Then he did his master's in commerce. And later on, Bhagwan selected him to become the teacher at Sri Satya Sai Higher Secondary School in the Department of Commerce. We all have seen him as a Mandir Tabla player. He's an integral part of the Bhajan group. And he's also blessed twice with the Best Teachers Award by the Ministry of Human Resources, Government of India. So with this, Sai Ram, and thank you once again and welcome. So brother,
Sai Ram.
last time we heard your journey and perspectives of your childhood and how you came to Bhagwan and how you got admission. And we'll continue that session in the same way. So I just wanted to ask you coming from state board and joining in Vrindavan, how was your adjustment phase? How was the Vrindavan environment, and did you have any challenges, or share your initial impressions of Vrindavan adjustments?
Yeah. When I was studying at Chennai, our second language was Tamil. And I don't know how to read or write either Hindi or Sanskrit. Though my mother tongue Telugu, still I do not know how to, even today, I don't know how to write Telugu or to read Telugu. And my second language was Tamil, and I continued like that. At home, we speak Telugu only. And when I applied here for Vrindavan campus and I got selected, and I told you, Professor Narendra and Professor Mr. Nanjundaya, they gave me the seat, HECA group. And in the application form, I had written English and second language Tamil. So later on, because Tamil, there is nobody is teaching in that campus, Tamil language is not there. Then I still remember our state president, Dakappa, Karnataka state president Dakappa, his brother was studying. And I approached him. He said, Bhaiya, Sanskrit is very simple. And don't worry. And you can score full marks, 100 out of 100 you can get. I said, I don't know even one alphabet. He said, nothing to worry. They will teach you right from the beginning. I felt, okay, fine. It's going to start from the scratch means, okay, fine. I can learn new language also. And they say it is very scoring and easy. Syllabus is very less. So I got tempted. So I went and sat on the first, Sanskrit class. I was expecting the teacher to start with like ABCD in Sanskrit. They started some slokas and he's conversing in Sanskrit and showed me a big book. Everything was bounced. It's all going up above my head. And he was asking something, and I am not able to understand head or tail of it. I didn't know what to do. Then after the class, I went and told, Sir, I never studied Sanskrit earlier. Then why did you take Sanskrit? I said, Sir, they told me that it'll be taught right from the beginning, from alphabets. No, 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 no. Who said all that? No, no, all that you have to learn. And if you know Hindi, it becomes easier. I said, Sir, Hindi down, down. I can't, I never learned Hindi at all, sir. That is also gone. Then he said, No, you can't do anything about this. So that was the time I was little, tensed. I got the seat. After getting seat and there is no second language, now I had a doubt whether I will be able to continue here or they'll be chucking me out of the campus. And luckily for me, I had my batchmates like me. One boy by name Ravichandran from Chennai, another from Radha Krishna's. I told brother Radha Krishna, who used to be with Swami, driving Swami's car.
That's one, yes.
His younger brother Ravi Shankar. He also had the same problem because his language was also Tamil. Ravichandran language Tamil and my language was Tamil. So we all three got together and we approached principal. Those days, how Principal Narendra is such a lovely gentleman. He said, okay, let me see what I can do. Just give me 2, 3 days time. And meanwhile, you sit in the Sanskrit class only. I said, okay. And then one day, old Brindavan, right? And that time, and we all used to gather around Swami's chair, and Swami used to listen to the bhajan, and there'll be beautiful conversation with Swami and boys and all that. Lot of fun. And Professor Narendra went and approached Swami, and he said, Swami, one small problem. Swami said, Kya? Yeah, samachar. What is the problem? Like this, 3 boys are there, Swami. Their second language, we have already given the admission. And all boys, you have told them to join here. So they have joined. Because Swami told me to join Vrindavan. And Ravi Shankar also is same case. So all 3 of us been, blessed by Bhagavan to join this campus. So he cannot check us out. So he has to represent our problem to Swami. So he told this is the situation. Then Swami, oh, like that. Okay, we will see, Swami said. Then everything, anyway, Professor Narendra felt very happy. He unburdened himself and threw the ball in Swami's court, and Swami will take care. Next day, Abhi, this is the beauty of Bhagavan. That is the greatness of Bhagavan, the kindness of Bhagavan. And how Swami, without forgetting, see, Swami has got so much in his mind, but he never forgets, even a silly thing like, my second language becomes his first work.
First
The
problem.
next day, first problem. Next day, what happened? Swami was going, that time, you remember I told you that the round shed, Sai, it's called Sai Ram shed that time.
Sairam Shed, yes, Sairam
Yeah,
Shed.
and lovely Krishna idol will be there.
Krishna idol in the middle, yes.
Yeah, gents and ladies who sit there, full of that Gulmar trees, beautiful place that time. So Swami slowly was giving darshan and went to the Sairam shed. And out of blue, Swami, usually picks up some devotees for interviews every day. That is his routine, right? And he picked up one man who is an elderly man, fully bald. He was sitting at the fag end of the crowd. Swami fished him out. Swami said, "Get up." And he was puzzled. We can see from our place the entire darshan, what Swami is, doing around with the devotees and all that. So this gentleman got up and Swami said, "Go inside." So like that, 2, 3 families, they all went inside. We were all waiting and darshan got over. Usually after the darshan, the families will go. Everybody will come out of the Vrindavan, that gate, Swami's bungalow gate. But this bald man, instead of going outside, he was coming and joining and standing among the other teachers and our boys group. So Sevadal told, "Sir, please, that side." Then he told Sevadal, "No, Swami told me to be here only." So he kept quiet. And then Swami comes outside, calls Professor Narendra, and then calls this gentleman. "You wanted one Tamil teacher, no? This is your Tamil teacher," Swami said. And he is from St. Joseph College, Bangalore. He is the HOD of Tamil department there. And he will come twice a week and he will teach our boys. Look at that. Look at that. That is the beauty of Swami, where in a large gathering, in a crowd, and Swami fishes this gentleman and gives him an interview and gave him a green color stone ring and fixed him for language department in Swami's college. And that gentleman was crying. He said, "What an opportunity. First time I'm getting interview. I always come sit behind, have Swami's darshan, and I go back. I never thought that Swami will call me and give me interview and give me this ring." That gentleman was telling us. And he used to come. We used to sit under the tree like old Gurukulam style. And he'll be sitting there and we will sit on the lawns. And he brings the textbook and Karnataka syllabus. He will come and teach us just only twice a week. And that is how
And three
Swami
boys.
patched up.
And three boys.
Yes, just for 3 boys, just for 3 boys. That is what I always feel, that when you surrender yourself, like see Professor Narendra, he had no option, he has no direction, and he didn't know how to handle the situation. So, Sharanagati, whenever you are on crossroad and you don't know what to do, you better mend your mind, bend your body, and surrender to God. Finished. And God will take over. And that is how our small, silly problem of language issue sorted out. Mind
See,
you,
you're
he
reminding
taught us
me.
11. He taught us 11th class. He taught us 12th class. That is 10 plus 2 system, right? And then when we came here, we were the first batch in Prashanti Nilayam. Here also, I had no choice. I had to take what do you call second language Tamil. This gentleman, once a month, he will come all the way from Bangalore and stay here for 4 or 5 days, have very good darshan of Swami and blessings, and he will do crash course. He will finish 2, 3 chapters at one shot, and then he will go back. He was teaching first BCom and second BCom also. You see, that is the beauty of our sweet Lord.
See, you reminded me that we
Mm.
had heard Vinayak brother telling that Swami
Ah.
organized, he wanted to dance, learn
Mm.
dancing. So
Mm.
Swami got a teacher just for him, one
Yes,
person, to
yes.
learn dance. Then we had Ajnish and one more
Mm.
boy.
Mm.
They wanted to learn karate. And
Karate,
Bhagwan
yes.
organized a teacher just for these two boys.
Yes, 2 boys,
And now
yes.
you are telling that for Tamil, he
Mm.
organized a teacher. So you can see, when the world is
Professor,
talking,
Abhi is a professor.
he's a professor, he's
Is
a head of department. He won't teach
a
a
professor.
PUC
Ah.
class. But what I'm saying is that, people talk about in education that integral education means that every child must blossom in its own capacity. In the real sense, it never happens in any institution.
Yes.
But look at Bhagwan, he looks after that, even that part, that if this child needs that attention, he gives it.
It will
It's
be done.
amazing.
It's amazing. Yes, yes,
It's
yes.
really amazing. It is so fulfilling to even think about it.
Mm.
Okay, I just getting a thought and I want to divert a little bit. You know, when you hear Vrindavan,
Hmm.
the word itself has a bell in it. It
Yes.
just, rings a sweet bell of a playfulness, mischievousness, of
Yes.
serenity, simplicity, beauty. And I wonder how Bhagwan gave the name, the ashram, which was a white field ashram in a way, he gave it a
Hmm.
name of Vrindavan. And
Hmm.
you all were the first people to play with him there.
Hmm.
How would you describe Vrindavan for us?
In one sentence, I will say, when Swami always stays at Brindavan is Sri Krishna. That is why even in that Sairam shared, you had Krishna idol. He represents Krishna and he becomes Krishna and he's very mischievous, very jovial. Okay. And at the same time, he gives you the lessons that is needed. When he comes to Prashantinam, this is Ayodhya. Here he's Sri Rama. That's why in Puttaparthi we say Sairam, Sairam, because we live with Sri Ram. Here you can't do Hai Ram. You can't try anything. Here Swami is very strict when he comes here, but he's very childish and a lot of pranks when he's staying at Brindavan. Yeah, in Brindavan when we used to stay, the uh, the love Swami pours on all the students. They are all equal. And those days, no, I still remember we were not in white and white. The custom of white and white started after Swami starting the university.
Yes.
We used to wear color pant and color shirt. We were not allowed to wear t-shirts, but we used to wear color pant and color shirts there for the darshan and even for the classes also. We used to be having that kind of thing. Now, there if it is a birthday of a boy, the privilege of that boy on that day, he can garland Swami or he can give arati for the bhajan. In Brindavan, every day it used to be. Every day, three chances boys will get. One, a boy will sit and give pan to Swami. Swami used to take pan, and Swami
Yes.
will have a lovely red color lips, and you'll be glamorous to look at him, and he'll just pop in like that. So giving pan, making pan, when Swami is talking, no, the boy will have we have a silver box. In that, we'll have a thin silver stick, a small box with calcium, and then
Chunam.
from Chennai, Chunnam. From Chennai, we used to get Chennai leaves, beetle leaves. They are not very pungent. They are very tender and very nice. Especially,
Hmm.
it will come every day from Chennai. And Swami used to eat that beetle nut called Rasikalal powder, Rasikalal beetle nut. That's a name. All these things used to come, and boys used to
Rasikala.
chop Rasikalal. In that, beetle nut, small, small one. Then you have some nuts also in that. Okay, that is some seeds. Now, we used to chop these leaves, both the ends, and apply the calcium, that is the chunnam, then put little bit, roll it nicely, and give it to him. And Swami will simply pick up and he'll be talking and it will go inside like that. That's a beautiful chance boys used to get. And then two boys will be made to sit every day. One boy will garland Swami after the bhajans. After he finishes garlanding Swami and taking namaskar, then the arati will start and one boy will give arati. Other than this, one more chances, if it is your birthday, tomorrow is your birthday, and you go and tell warden, and you will be permitted to have lunch with Swami.
Hmm.
You take a carrier from the hostel.
Oh, it
The
was only for
taking
birthday boys. I thought it was a
mostly
rotational thing. Okay,
it
okay.
priority for birthday boys. Okay,
Birthday boys. Okay.
every day carrier will go from the hostel. So the boy will
Yeah.
take carrier, and he will be sitting with the Swami, and he will also dine along with Swami. Beautiful chance. Now those things are great and very good. Remembrance, recollecting those beautiful days. That is why Brindavan has its own charm. You just cannot compare Brindavan and Prashantilam. Prashantilam also has got equally fantastic, charm and the grandeur. The level is different here, and the level is you can't compare. It is same coin. The sides are different. The feel is
Okay.
different. The feel is different. So that is how. We used to have that kind of, grace and love and beautiful time with our Lord.
Wonderful. Thank you for at least recreating that era a little bit in front of us. Let me remind you of your summer course days, because summer
Wow.
course has been a wonderful one of the very important events, if I may say, and has
Yes.
helped many people to come to Bhagwan's fold. Many students have come from summer course. Many people have learnt about Bhagwan and his philosophy from summer course. What was your experience on summer course?
Yeah. When I joined 77, the first year, summer vacation was coming, and I know summer course is going to be there. And usually those days, no summer course will be 3 weeks or almost a month summer course, which will be usually in the month of May. And Swami always picks up a theme like Ramayana, Mahabharata, Gita, like that. There'll be a thematic summer course, and Swami used to invite eminent scholars in that field, and they will all come, and there will be a timetable for us and a big schedule, and we need to attend all the classes. And every day, Swami will give discourse based
Hmm.
on what the speakers speak, and Swami will end the day with the discourse and amazing summer showers. You can see all those books are
Summer
amazing.
showers in Vrindavan.
Yeah, like that. So previously it used to happen sometimes even in Uti summer
Yes,
course
I
earlier
think
days. Okay.
twice has happened in Ooty. Yeah,
Yeah,
correct.
yeah. So here, all the boys will not be invited for summer course. Few boys only will be invited. The reason is, in the hostel we have say 350 to 370 cupboards used to be there. Okay. And Swami wanted to get boys from outside. Who are these boys? They're all pre-sevadals. No, we say young adults or youth. We say no, like that pre-sevadal. Those who completed the balavikas and they are in pre-sevadal stage, and with their guru from each state, he will bring 6 girls and 6 boys. Okay, and like that, if you take all that, their crowd itself will be around 200 plus students coming from outside, totally new. They don't know anything about the hostel routine or anything of that kind. And we will be around 50% from the hostel, and each that guru will take care of those boys, and similarly, the ladies will take care of the ladies students. That is how Swami was giving chance for all these boys from different states, and they used to get fantastic chance. After the summer course, they will all pray and get admissions in the university as well. It is an avenue to get into the system also. So, and that was the summer course period where we used to enjoy that. And I somehow want to be part of this summer course. I didn't want to miss this. So what I did was, I didn't pack my luggage. I didn't vacate the hostel. Many went off. That time we had Dr. Sudarshanam. He was our warden,
Warden, yeah.
Dr. Warden, and Dr. Lakshmi Narasimhan was our assistant warden then. These two.
Okay.
And Mr. Sudarshan is very strict man, very nice gentleman, soft at heart. But when he speaks, it's like knife and apple will cut into two. That's all it is. Sharp. There's no more going around the thing. But very nice person, gentleman, very humble, very devoted to Swami, very kind-hearted person. You all know Dr. Lakshman Narasimhan is like butter. He
He's a
is
soft
so
man.
sweet. He is soft person. He's so sweet. So I approached sir. I want to be here and want to join summer course. No, 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 no. Go back home. Pack your luggage. Go back home. We will send the call letter, and only when you get the call letter that you will come. Otherwise, no need. You pack off like that. You told. Then I told, sir, so much work. This cleaning work is there, that work is there, so lawn cleaning is there. I will stay back and I will do all sweeping, cleaning, everything, sir. I am trying to, convince him that I will do some job and preparing job for summer course and allow me to stay. And he was very vehement and he said, no. And whenever he comes that side, I will run the other side because I don't want to show my face to him. So that is how I escaped for 4 or 5 days. I managed. Afterwards, he called me to the office. I'm still seeing you lingering in the hostel. You've still not left the hostel. You better pack off tomorrow. Swami won't like. Swami will question me why this boy is here. So like that, I had no choice. I had to go back home. Chennai, we were there, Chennai. And I was all the time praying, Swami, Swami, please let me be part of this summer course. And one day we had lunch. Summer Chennai used to be very sultry and hot. We were all lying down. And suddenly my mother got up from the sleep. I mean, she was just a cat nap. So suddenly she woke up and she said, "Hey, Sai, I heard Swami tapping me and telling, make arrangements for your son to leave to Brindavan for summer course." I woke up, opened my eyes. I could hear the voice, but I did not see anybody around me. Then I said, Amma, every day I am telling I want to be, I want to be. Maybe that is lingering in your mind. Maybe Swami is prompting you or whatever it is. Let us hope and pray that I will get the opportunity. Abhi, you will not believe. We were discussing. In half an hour's time, the postman is knocking at the door and he gives me an envelope from Satyasai Hostel, Brindavan. And I open the envelope and I find you have been invited to be part of summer course, blah, 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 blah. And you need to get admitted on so and so date, blah, blah, blah. Warden Sudarshan, it is there. Look at that.
So nice.
So immediately I felt very happy. I said, that is a call from my loving Lord. Then we got ready. And me, never traveled alone outside. Always my father or somebody used to accompany me. I never traveled. My parents brought me up like that. Even when I was young, when I go to school, one servant lady, she used to carry my, carrier and school bag and leave me in the school and collect from the school. Like that I was brought up. Now I have to travel alone from Chennai to Bangalore. And that time only two. Mail was there and Brindavan Express. There were only two trains to Bangalore then. Sorry, not Brindavan Express. It was Bangalore Express. Bangalore Express, which leaves Chennai at 1:30 or so and reaches Bangalore city around 9:30 in the night. So now my father was worried how he'll go. I said, okay, I'll manage because I can't speak Kannada. I can't speak Hindi. I can English is there and Telugu is there. How to handle this? Then we have not reserved. We went there. General compartment was coming, and their coolies, they used to seat. Anybody wants seat? Anybody wants seat? So my father caught one coolie. He said, "Yeah, we want one seat." He said, "Sir, 50 rupees." That time, 50 rupees. I'll give you one seat. My father said, "Okay." And the train was coming to the platform. This guy, these coolies, they'll go and put their
They just
towel and
jump inside.
like a jar. They'll jump inside something and all they will do. And this guy was sitting in one place and he said, "This is your seat." He took 50 rupees and he went off. So I got my seat to travel comfortably. And my father saw one family opposite side. And then my father told, my son is traveling alone. In case if anything, just take care. They said, "Don't worry, sir, we will handle." My bedding, my bags, everything is there. Train started. Then finally, what happened? When I'm reaching Bangalore, Malur is one station. Next is Whitefield station. After that is Krishnarajapuram station. The, the worst thing was, train will stop at Malur, pick up all the laborers. Malur is an industrial area. All the laborers will get, because that's the last train. They'll have to get into that. And that will be around 8:30, it will be in Malur. Then immediately it will come to Krishnarajapuram, it will stop. But in the middle, now we have Whitefield station, it won't stop. So Malur station all got up. Then slowly I was peeking through the window and he said, "Whitefield is coming, Whitefield is coming." Then I saw lots of color lights in Swami's bungalow, hostel building, festoons, all that we can see from the train. I was feeling very bad. Are yaar, 1 second, even if it stops me, but now I have to go to city, catch 319 bus, only one bus those days. And it will
People
take,
who have not been to Vrindavan, just for their
yeah,
information, that
uh,
Whitefield station is just adjacent to the mandir.
Mandir.
Actually, the
Walk up,
boundary wall of the temple actually segregates the railway station and the mandir complex. So it is
Mandir
that
Ashram, yes.
close.
That's
if you get
close.
down there, it is like a walking thing inside. You're getting inside the
Walkable
mountain.
distance. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
So what happened? That I saw, and then I saw the station master holding that green light and that green flag waving. And I saw that the platform was zooming by. The station was zooming by. Then in my thought, Swami, you are so near, but yet so far. I have to go to city and catch the 319 bus. That fellow will take 1.5 hours to reach Kadugodi, which is the last bus, and I am not supposed to miss that. But if I miss the bus, I don't know where I will stay in Bangalore city. And the train should reach on time Bangalore city. And Bangalore city, I have to catch an auto and come to city market to catch this bus. So full of tension. Swami, if only if you wish, if the train stops 1 minute is more than enough, I can jump and reach you. But you say I have to go all the way. And this was going in my mind. And I was admiring the color lights and this and that. Abhi, mind, you believe or not, I saw the station master, I saw the station zoom by, and suddenly the train, jammed, brake was jammed, and my compartment exactly came and stood on the, that railway gate is there, no? Exactly stood there near the railway gate. I was wondering why the train stopped. Then these laborers, they're all hanging outside, no? I asked why train stopped. Suddenly red light signal, they didn't give. It was green, suddenly it became red, so the train stopped. Then I asked how long this will stop. I don't know. It can start anytime or 5 minutes, 10 minutes also. Why? He asked. No, I want to get down here. Jump, he said. No, no, no. How to jump? My luggage is inside. Arey, jump, yeah. You jump, we will give your luggage. Are you sure? So one side tension, one side fear. And I had never tried this kind of stunt in my life. First time, adventure. Then they said, jump, jump. And somebody pushed me out of the train. Then I'm outside the train. My bedding, my bag, my suitcase is inside. They're asking what? That bedding, that green color suitcase, this, that. And finally, they threw everything outside. And then I felt very happy. Yes, I'm outside the train. My bedding is there. My bag is there. My suitcase is there. And I turned left and right. No soul. The only soul got down from the train. Then I picked up everything and then went to hostel. Went and met our Sudarshan sir. I thanked him for selecting me. He remembered that and he called me. And then I signed the register. He said, go have your dinner and come. I will allot room for you. I said, yes,
That is
sir.
a Vrindavan station, Whitefield station.
Whitefield Station, yes. Zone by. And Swami's ashram is just, you can see the lights on the right side. That is a compound of Swami's ashram. So that is how, I kept the plate in front of me and I want to say, Brahmarpanam as usual. I said, Om, and the train is telling, Pam. Imagine 15 minutes, the train was there only. 15 minutes. And then the train left, I think. Fine. Everything was fine. Great. And now I'm safe. And where I'm supposed to reach night 11 o'clock, I'm already there 9 o'clock in the hostel. So, Swami's grace, absolute grace. And then I thank Swami, slept. Next day morning, I'm standing, old Brindavan. All the boys, we were all standing. Swami comes down for the darshan. And, one wooden door will be there, one mesh door will be there in old Brindavan, Swami opened both and everything kept open. Swami straight came. So many boys were there, Abhi. But he just looked at me straight and did like this. Kya samachar? Like that. He shook his head like that, looking at me. I said, thank you, Swami. He smiled and he went off. See, that is the beauty of Swami. He can do wonderful things. But he doesn't want to be praised. He will not tell everybody, see, yesterday this fellow cried and I stopped the train. He will not tell anything. It is just between you and your Lord. That experience is only between you and that, God. That is the beauty. That is why we say Swami is so selfless. Correct? Really, Swami is very selfless and he's so loving. So that is how, just for my sake, the entire train was stopped and my journey became very smooth and easier. That is the beautiful
I,
experience that I
I
had.
enjoy the acknowledgement part more now.
Yeah. He straight looked at me. I was standing the front line. He did like
And
this.
this nod of
How
Swami,
is that's
so,
it. I said, Swami, thank you, Swami.
that is so sweet.
Sweet Lord, sweet
Any other memory of summer course time before we move forward?
Lord. Um, yeah, we were all given active role in taking care of serving duties, vegetable cutting, chapati rolling, puri making. No, all boys. Swami always says, all other students, those who come from outside, they are all our guests, and we have to take care of them. So you have to attend the class and also help in the kitchen. So we allotted ourselves. Different groups will have different some security duty, some line management, some arranging, some vegetable cutting, some counter serving, organizing things, some looking after their in the auditorium, different duties some used to. Some water, our boys used to switch on the motor, so that there are two tanks. So much of consumption of water, whole day for kitchen and for bathing and this and that. Nearly 1,200 people will be there, both men and women. 1,200. Imagine 1,200 people you have to cook, including guests, boys, gurus, and this and that. And I still remember, any vegetable that we cut minimum is 35 to 40 kg vegetables we used to cut. We used to chop onions, and we'll be crying and crying and crying. 35 kg onion and potato peeling. Okay, all in mega, everything is mega, and we have to complete this, then rush to class also. Of course, that's a different story by itself, but that kind of involvement we had when it comes to summer course. Uh, Now, I would like to narrate one chapati incident,
Sure.
very nice chapati incident, where no, Anantapur girl students, they will always want to do something. So there, that warden and teachers, they will all pray, Swami, Swami, please give us opportunity to do something. We also will do. But Swami is very rigid. He doesn't want girls and boys to get mixed up. It's supposed to be separate and all that. So everything Swami said, you guys only handle. But they used to try. And one day, when myself and few of my, my classmates, we were there in bungalow, the other side, the inside, somebody was complaining to Swami. Somebody complained to Swami that chapatis are not good, not in good shape, not fried properly. Maybe
Oh,
if the opportunity is given, we can do much better. And Swami called warden, and Swami was telling warden, you see, chapatis are not good. Ladies are complaining. Some places it is thick and some places it is thin, and it is not in shape, and it is not fried properly, cooked properly. And that is a complaint. Why boys are doing? Can't they do little better? Yes, Swami, I will tell. And then Swami said, "You tell as if you are telling. Let them not know that I am complaining. You, as warden, you tell them that it should be done properly." And we sat and heard the conversation between warden and Swami. And Swami, as usual, after finishing everything, he'll come like that, as if nothing has happened. He'll come and enter, and we were all here. Then warden called us after the session was over. Warden called us to his office, and he said, uh, "You see, I'm getting complaints from the guests, out of shape, not fried, as usual, everything. So tomorrow everything should be nice, because if they are happy, Swami will feel happy." Like that he put it. If they are not happy, Swami will not feel happy. No, so we have to make Swami happy. Let us make guest happy. We understood because we heard the original version, and he is giving us a polished version. We said, okay, sir, we will try our best. And we were all sitting and discussing what way we can do. What is the best way to tackle this? Otherwise, the chance of making and rolling will go to the ladies section, which Swami wants us to do, and we should rise up to the occasion. What is the best way to do? Suddenly, I got one idea. I said, hey, let us all roll chapati. Don't worry. If we have the tiffin box, normal size tiffin box, the round dabba is there. No? Some of you take the lid and some of you take the bottom one. You roll whatever shape you want, man, doesn't matter. We will take this and press it. And when you press, it will be round. And the extra, that the thing we can remove, crush it again, we can re-roll it and make that. And then they said, that's a good idea, man. But how to, we need boxes. He said, no, yeah. In Kadugodi shops, we will approach warden. And then 8:30, we went and told warden, sir, like this, our idea. If you can get us some five, 4, 5, at least, tiffin box, we can mechanize the whole thing. And Warden liked the idea. He said, oh, well, that's a lovely idea. It's very nice. He said, don't worry, I will get it. And he got it. And the next day I said, come on, you make Australia, you make Japan, you make Thailand, you make Hong Kong, any India map, all maps you can make. Nothing to worry. Let us crush with this tiffin box and get the round shape. Because from any country, if you see, moon is round. Moon shape will not change. So any country you make, we will make that moon. We will bring that moon. And finally, that is how we did. And then Swami used to do a surprise check those days. During the session, sometimes Swami will have lunch with the boys and guests. Sometimes, no, he will just take a round when everybody is eating, no. He will just take a round and go. Swami was very inquisitive. Swami wanted to know, is the complaint real? Is it that bad chapati? So that day lunch, straight away Swami, those days, Swami just walks into the hostel, just like any student, anybody, he just walks in. And, boys will be running behind him and straight enter the dining hall. Everything is ready. And there after frying, we have a big basket. We will put a white cloth. And inside the cloth, we used to put the chapati, the cook will fry the chapati and he will cover with that white cloth so that, that humidity and its softness, that is a technique where the cook will look after that aspect. And Swami came, em chesaru iroju, what is the lunch today? Then, the Hyderabad Sevadals used to be looking after the serving sessions sometimes. Swami, this one, that one. And then Yemidi, Swami came to the main issue. Yemidi, basket lo, Swami, chapati, Swami. Chapati. And then they opened it. Then Swami picked up one chapati. So Swami was surprised to see pakka, perfect round. So Swami dropped it. Again, he put his hand and picked up another one. That is also perfect round. Swami told that fellow, take from the middle. And that is also perfect round. Then Swami was holding the chapati in his hand. Hey, warden. And then warden comes running. See our boys made perfect chapati, round chapati. Even ladies cannot make this perfect round chapati. My boys did. And he took the chapati. Guests were seated because ladies eat separately, These are all boys, men section, And he went to the guest line and showing everybody, see this chapati, how perfect. This is rolled by my students, my boys. And it became a big issue that day. It became a chapati day. Everywhere, chapati. That is why I feel, Swami always says, my students are my property.
So sweet.
I understand why Swami says, my students are my property. Because given a word, if Swami wants something, come what may, our student community, our batch will stand first and get it done at any cost. Whether it is pain or pleasure, whether it is trouble or turmoil, whether it is confusion or whatever it is, Swami should feel happy. Swami should feel satisfied. For Swami's sake, anything we can do. And that is how Swami praised us. And Swami, that day evening, what ladies, how was the chapati today? Swami, nice Swami. Yes, my boys are very good in doing everything, Swami. So that is the love of Swami. It is not that Swami doesn't like ladies' campus or anything, but it is just that Swami student, they are also Swami student only. But it is just that Swami wants to highlight the feeling between God and devotee, that student community and Swami. That is what Swami is trying to connect and appraise that
Now, it's
situation.
such a beautiful even to visualize Swami carrying that
Mm.
chapati and going
Uh,
around, showing off. It's like
yes,
a mother, a proud
mother.
mother, as if a child
Absolutely.
has done something amazing and she wants to just show off to the whole world. Look what my children have done. So beautiful.
That is why I always feel, Abhi, small things make Swami happy. Big mega things you make, I don't think Swami. But these are silly thing, petty thing. I think because of the intention behind the act makes Swami happy. It is not chapati. The intention behind the act, the effort behind the act, that is what makes Swami happy.
At that era, you had very good opportunity to observe him.
Hmm,
And watching Swami is itself a lot of learning. The way he would
hmm,
walk, the way he will talk, the way he will do things. Very amazing. I have always asked this question to people in that era, especially because
hmm,
you had an opportunity to observe him in odd hours. See, most of the devotees can see Bhagwan only for darshan times.
hmm.
But before and after darshan, what he's most people won't get that glimpse. So I have tried to inquire to tell us that what he does. So I asked this question to everybody: have you ever seen Swami relaxing, doing nothing, kind of? It's a very strange thing that how he is busy all the time.
I think Swami's relaxing is talking to somebody is relaxing actually. Abhi, I want everybody to notice this, and I want everybody to understand this, and I want everybody to visualize what I'm trying to say. If you see Swami's residence anywhere, Swami always lived in first floor.
Hmm.
Vrindavan first floor, Sundaram first floor, Kodaikanal first floor, Prashanti Nilayam first floor, even Yajur Mandir construction also first floor, Shivam first floor. Swami always. You see, usually gods are always above us, and we pray from down, and he bestows, he showers his grace from up above. Right, right. So he's always on top. But when Swami lives like that, how simple Swami, a simple living. That's why we say simple living, high thinking. Swami's room is always small, very small. And Swami doesn't have any hi-fi funda, nothing of that kind. Very small room. And in that room only he will be comfortable. Most of the time he'll be spending in the guest room down or always in the open place with his students or his devotees. But when he's alone, his room is very small. He eats very little. And he gets up early morning. And in that room only Swami does walking. He will be walking, fast walking, he'll be doing. He's just like any you and me, how we are as a human being. Avatar come as a human being, follows a human routine. Whatever that you and me are doing, Swami also does. Physically, Swami does that. That is why Swami says, my life is my message. Whatever that I am doing, there is some meaning in that. And this is how Swami used to follow, go around this way, that way, 15, 20 minutes, and then you'll have shower. There was a time either in Brindavan or in Prashanti Nilayam, you can adjust your time based on the time that Swami comes. So meticulous, so sharp, punctuality. Swami always maintained that punctuality. Earlier days, that discipline. Swami was that disciplined, that simple. But only thing is, when people see from outside, oh, he's having Benz car, he's having two cars, he's having big bungalow, he's having this, he's having that. Actually, everything what you see, he doesn't enjoy. He's just confined himself to simple living. That is the beauty of Swami. And my room in Brindavan, no, facing Swami's bedroom, straight from my window, I can see Swami's window. And when we get up early in the morning for Suprabhatam bell rings, and when we get up, we can see small light will be on. You can see Swami moving left and right, left and right, left and right, which means what? Swami is doing walking there. That, that is where, we really appreciate the other side of Swami. Swami, how humble, how simple, how noble, and how kind, and there is no pomp and show when it comes to Swami. But we look in that eyes, but in reality, is such a simple person.
Beautiful, beautiful. I've also heard about him, in Perthi also in the interview room, he would go round and round because he could not go out. So he would walk there. Earlier days he used to walk upstairs, but then people saw him, so he said, I'm disturbing devotees. So he would walk in the room itself. And his argument was, if I walk outside, people cannot rest.
Hmm.
They'll be peeping and looking for me.
To give
So
us freedom, Swami restricts his personal freedom.
this is such an amazing thought it is. It is such a beautiful thought. Well, as we continue talking, I would say that if you remember something, you're welcome to share. So let me take you to move ahead to Parthi now,
Hmm.
and so that's how you finished your PUC there, and then now you are called in to Parthi, and
Hmm.
as Parthi started its first campus, and also got affiliated first time. So far, we were with the Bangalore University or Karnataka Board, and now we are
No,
moving. But right now,
to
when you move to Parthi, it was not done exactly, but
ah,
in the due course. So, how was the transition, if you look at it? So, if I may ask you that.
yeah, when we were doing our 12th class, a lot of discussion used to happen in Vrindavan. And Swami used to say that I'm going to start a college, I'm going to start a university in Prashanthi Nilayam. All that was going on. We were all very, when, where, how, well, whether we'll be part of it or not. We used to hear for 2, 3 months, it used to go on. And suddenly Swami said, next academic year, I'm going to start college in Prashanthi Nilayam. How many of you are interested in joining? So we used to raise hands, some of us. So I think roughly around 18 of us, we got the opportunity to become student here. Some of us in commerce stream, some in science stream, some in arts stream, like that we got 18 of us. And Swami wanted boys from Brindavan to join here. The reason is this is a new campus, and boys, those who studied at Brindavan, they know the routine that getting up in the morning, there is Omkaram, there is Suprabhatam, and we used to do Nagar Sankirtan, where from hostel building to, our
Bangalore.
Bangalore Mandiram, just one bhajan only. You finish Ganesha bhajan and you start the next bhajan, you are already there. And Swami will be standing upstairs and, swinging himself and take Aarti, and Swami will stand for the full Aarti to complete. Swami won't go till you say Jai, he'll be standing there only. A beautiful darshan we used to have at Vrindavan. So Swami wanted a group of boys who can lead the newcomers when Swami starts university at Prashanthi Nilayam. So we were all fished out, and we had great good opportunity to be part of this. And when Swami started here, Abhi, we used to stay. We never had hostel. There is no hostel building, and we never had a college building either. So there is no college and there is no hostel. But Sri Satyasai, university like that, Swami started, and we used to stay. East Prashanti extension is there, no?
That old
Three
hostel we
floors.
call it. Yeah, we
Ah,
have discussed that. Yeah, it's an old
yeah,
hostel right opposite Bhagwan's Mandir in Prashanti,
Mandir,
each
exactly.
block. Hmm.
So we used to stay there only. Very few bathrooms, and we have to handle with that only. And Swami was so loving. Swami used to give permission for us to sleep in Mandir. So we
Because
used to
that time
sleep.
Kulwant Hall was not there, so you can explain
Ana,
that. You can explain
yeah.
that how it is visible. You could see
I,
Mandir straight away, and
if
Swami
you
would
have a
see.
old, if you have a old picture where Mandir with the lawn, you can just give them an idea. Yeah, exactly. This is the time we were all there at Prashanti Nilayam, and we used to sleep. We used to sleep everywhere. We used to sleep here near the interview room. The entire portico we used to sleep, and all of us used to sleep on this lady. There is nothing like lady side and gent side for us during after the bhajan session is over. So we'll put our bed and sleep in all these places. And we used to have one short man, a Nepali person by name, I think is Bagadur, and he is a watchman. He will keep awake and go around Swami's mandir all the time. And what happened? We used to sleep. Morning, devotees are allowed to do pradakshina. They will go around and they will do pradakshina with us also. We will be sleeping and they will do pradakshina for us also. And we used to hear that voice. That means people are walking on the sands. So we slowly will see ladies and gents, everybody walking. So immediately, out of shame, we just roll our bed and come
Roll our
running,
beds and run.
come running like that. And and devotees are so nice. They know they are all Swami's children. They never feel anything. They are Swami's children. And Bagadur will come and pull our blanket. Sai Ram, Sai Ram. So he will wake one boy and then go to the next guy, and this fellow again he will sleep. Again he will come Sai Ram, Sai Ram. So whole morning it'll go like that for him. That's a great beauty for him. So that is how we spent our days, beautiful days. Then we used to have our breakfast, and then we used to sit in the portico. Swami will come and give darshan. After the darshan is over, we will all fall in line, and we used to go for our classes. Where is our college? Ishwaramba High School.
Ishwarama School.
First floor is college. Ground floor is Ishwaramba High School. Full first floor was given for us. So we all used to go there, and the classes, because being the first year, no, only 1 month section is needed. Not many rooms are needed, and year beginning. And Abhi, for your information, my BCom, all our batchmate, 1.5 years, our university was affiliated, our college was, SSI College was affiliated to Venkateshwara University. After 1.5 years, when Swami applied, and there is lot of protocol and so many procedures and this and that, then UGC gave the permission, and then only it became Sri Satyasai Institute of Higher Learnings. Before that, it was just Satyasai College, and college was affiliated to Venkateshwara University. In my
Sri
BCom,
Satyasai Arts and Science College, it was,
ah,
right?
yeah,
And then it became Institute of Higher Learning.
yes, and that is why in my BCom, 1.5 years, I will be having what do you call Venkateshwara University certificate, and remaining 1.5 years, my certificates will be from our university. So we have the 50-50. Chaska Maska. Chaska Maska, we used to have like that. And that's how we completed our BCom and then MCom. So that was the time. I would like to tell you one very interesting situation.
Sure.
Those days, anything new, Swami puts it heart and soul, and he will be totally immersed in the project. Any project, anything that you take, Swami will be always there, and he'll be the first person to be there, monitoring and advising and seeing that everything goes on well, like that. And morning bhajans will get over, and Swami will come to Ishwaramba School. And that time, if I am right, I think Amarendra, one gentleman, he was the principal that time, and Nityanand Menon was the warden for our hostel.
For a short time,
Here.
yes.
Then Swami was Amarendra used to do teacher selections. Okay, those who applied, because their new recruits will be going on, no? And Swami will be sitting there in the interview board. And when these people are coming, and Swami also will observe how these people are conducting interview, and then Swami will select like that. Swami will give indication to somebody in the mandir during darshan time. Hey, you want to join college? You go. And then that gentleman will come. And during interview, Swami will come and sit there. Veed manchode, veed manavade, you can give. So that is how Swami himself, just like how my Tamil professor, Swami started fishing out people and adding to the faculty of college. That personal interest and personal responsibility and that attachment towards institution, Swami, amazing personality, used to do that. Not only this, and he used to come to our classes also. Very interesting episode. Morning darshan over one day. We all went, our morning prayer over. We were in our class. Our warden was taking managerial economics or something, some subject he was taking. He was teaching, Nityananda Menon. And whenever he used to teach, he used to close the door and teach. And morning second period. And there Swami finished his bhajan, he finished his lunch, and he came down for a drive. And straight, he has entered our college. That's the first floor of Ishwaramba School. Here class was going on. Somebody on the door, no, they are banging, dhamal, 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 banging. So loud. And our warden got, disturbed. And with so much of anger, he went and opened the door. Who is that? And he opened, and Swami is standing there and smiling. Swami is standing there and so he's like, Swami, Swami. Then Swami asked, Emi chestunnavu? What are you doing? Swami, I'm taking class. And then Swami entered the class. This man is teaching well. Said, yes, Swami is teaching well. Are you able to follow him? Are you able to understand? Yes, Swami, yes, Swami. Simply you are telling yes, Swami, yes, Swami. And then Swami laughed. And then Swami sat next to one boy in a normal wooden chair. And Swami told this warden, teach. I want to listen. Continue. What will come? Nothing will come from his mouth. When Swami is sitting there, the gala time used to have. And we never used to see warden or the board. We all used to look at Swami only. And Swami will see, how is he teaching see, and Swami will be making jokes. He is Chitachora. It's so good. Fantastic time we had. Okay. And Swami did not, Swami did not stop here. Swami did not stop here. One more. After 1 week, morning darshan, Swami came and asked, how are the boys? How teaching and all is going on? Warden said, Swami, everything is fine. Good. I am happy. And then we all formed line, came to our class. And when he was teaching, Warden was telling, my intuition says, today morning Swami asked me, how are you teaching? How are the boys and all that? Maybe today also Swami will come. Then, very nice, sir. If Swami comes, very nice. No, sir. Yeah, it is very nice. But we will do one thing. If Swami asks whether you understood or not, so we'll do a rehearsal. I will ask this question and you will give me that answer. Then I'll ask you that question and you give me this answer. So that Swami will feel happy that you are able to understand and answer. We said, okay, sir. So we are ready for the drama. And believe me or not, from that day onwards, he never closed the door. He keeps it open for safety. He stopped closing the door. And Swami straight, he entered. No, excuse me, sir, and all. Swami just entered straight and he pulled one chair and he sat like that. And Swami asked boys, are you able to follow what he's telling? Yes, Swami. Swami asked warden, boys are understanding whatever the explanation? Yes, Swami, they are understanding. Okay, question way. Tell one question. So we already prepared, no? So warden asked one question and immediately one boy got up and said, sir, blah, 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 blah. Good, sit down. What is this? And that blah, 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 blah. And Swami was watching this. Seriously, he watched some 2-3 questions. And Swami looked at warden. Baha rehearsal chesare. You did very good rehearsal. Very nice. Very good practice you did, Swami told. We all laughed, just like how you laughed. No, entire class laughed. See, how can you escape from him? Who just cannot escape from him? So Warden also laughed. We all laughed. I'll tell you, the first year of college is amazing time. So good.
I want to highlight this that Bhagwan does everything. In fact, he would have trained the interviewers how to take interview of the teacher, what to ask. Then he would go and tell the candidate, you go and appear, you have to answer like that. He will do everything and then he'll come and watch. That's all he'll do.
As if nothing happened.
Nothing. He did nothing.
Maya Nataka Sutradhari.
Yes. Oh man, I love it. Nice. I have heard this, from primary school kids, because Bhagwan used to go to their class and ask the teachers, how are you teaching? And he'll ask the kids. I can understand that, but imagine a big boy is asking big boys, okay, how is your teacher? I love it. I can visualize Swami saying, you practiced very well. moves. I can visualize that. It is so
బాగా
beautiful.
ప్రాక్టీస్ చేశారే వెరీ నైస్లీ ఆఫ్టర్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ సీరియస్లీ నోటీస్డ్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ సీరియస్లీ నోటీస్డ్ at the end of the thing is బాగా ప్రాక్టీస్ చేశారే టీచరు స్టూడెంట్స్ like that.
How was the routine difference from Parthi to Vrindavan? Or Vrindavan to Parthi, you meant? Anything lifestyle change?
Yeah, lifestyle means there also morning darshan, go to campus, then evening darshan. Here also morning, because we were there in the mandir only, our residents were in mandir, no. So morning darshan, evening darshan as usual. Every day, all the boys used to do Nagar Sankirtan morning. The entire hostel, imagine 350 boys will be doing Nagar Sankirtan morning. Great time.
So you had the summer course for 79, right?
77.
77 summer course. And then you moved to Parthi in
78 summer
80,
course again.
79,
78 summer course.
78, no, Parthi movement. I think
Parthi movement
79,
79, 80. First
79,
batch,
80.
79, 80.
Yes.
Yes.
So that was a Christmas time, I believe, when you all moved to Vrindavan, Parthi, and you stayed
Hostel,
there. And
hostel
ate-
building.
Yeah, and the hostel ate. I think after I think birthday or something, the hostel started, and then you all shifted in 80.
Uh, uh, Christmas time, that is December 25th,
Yeah,
Christmas day. On the Christmas day, we had
hostel
hostel house
inauguration,
warming,
1980.
inauguration.
Yes. Sai sir, I'm tempted to ask you.
Hmm.
You know, as you described your whole journey, you from your grandmother time exposed to Bhagwan. Obviously, there are we are fed Swami's God, and you believe it. There's no question. But then, as you grow with him, uh, you no longer. There is a time when you no longer back on or bank on your parents' experience to carry on with Bhagwan. He always pulls you off, and he makes it your journey per se. That is a unique style of Bhagwan. We may start by anchoring on somebody, but he will soon pick you up and it becomes your journey. And then nobody
Independent.
comes in between you and him. Uh, and then you have your own journey to figure out what is the concept of God. And then we say Swami God, but that, personal conviction dawning on you. Can you think of that transition for you?
That is how when I see when from young age, for me, I told you know that my parents showed Swami is your guru
Correct.
and is your God. So
Yeah.
there is no option for me. I accepted, and my personal always we had family experiences when you used to come with for interview with families. No, family's experience was there. My experience was, as you said, it became more personal between me and Swami when I joined the institution, Swami's institution. The first experience I told that summer course, the train stopping
The
is
train
a
stopping.
train stopping. No, like that. That is how. And one more thing, Swami during 77, 78, uh, I think it is Mr. Sohan Lal from Delhi, if I am right, Mr. Sohan Lal used to come, very staunch devotee, nice person, and he wanted to take Swami and some boys to Kashmir that time. You must have heard this Kashmir tour.
Oh, a lot.
So we were, I must
Yeah,
have
we have
heard
heard
that,
the
right?
Kashmir stories. Yeah.
So this is before that trip or tour. And Swami used to tell us, I'm going to take everyone to Kashmir, but one condition. And then Swami said, whoever gets first class in your annual exam, you will be part of the tour. What, Sohan Lal? You can have big plane? Yes, Swami. How many people can sit? Swami, nearly 200 boys we can take, sir. No problem at all, Swami. Yes, boys, if you get first class, you are in. You will be part of this tour. So I took it very seriously, and I somehow wanted to get first class because I want to board that flight towards Kashmir now. So I tried. Everywhere I managed. This Tamil was a big problem for me. Tamil and Tamil grammar, and the paper was little tough, which came that year, and I could not do justice. So I broke down. After the exam, I broke down. I wrote only for 40, 45 marks. And I was feeling that I will only get 35 or 40 marks and I will pass. My problem is not that I will pass, no problem. My problem is I'll be miss the flight because my average will come down and I will not get first class. So I was crying and sitting on the, in the hostel. Everybody went to darshan and I didn't go. I was sitting and crying. Meanwhile, one boy was going late. He said, "Hey, why are you sitting and crying, man? Come, what happened? What happened? Are you okay?" I said, "No, yeah, nothing, nothing. I'm fine." He thought I'm not well, so I'm crying or something that kind. So I went there, and I was seeing from my room window, and Swami was going around devotees, and I prayed, Swami, you told me and you assured me that you will take me to Kashmir if I get first class. But unfortunately, the paper was very tough and I got confused and I could not handle this paper. And I hope I will pass. And I wrote only for 40 to 45 marks. I don't know, even in that, how many correct. Swami, please, Swami, do something. Help me, Swami, help me, Swami. And, very intense prayer. And I was crying, literally crying. And that day, night, I did not eat my dinner. I cried, slept, and slept like that only that day. And everything is forgotten. And the next day, as usual, the routine went off. And I also lost hope anyway. I will not be part of this tour or this group. Results came. Abhi, do you know how much I get? 62 marks in Tamil. I wrote 40 and I'm getting 62 marks. And I got first class. You see here, if Swami wants, he can change the world upside down. But finally, what happened? The Kashmiri trip didn't work out. And then finally, the Swami picked up only the senior most, all those people, those were a small group, Swami went. So I
18 boys.
thought, yeah, I thought I missed it. And the same Kashmir, after some time in 1984, Swami took us to same K, Kodaikanal, first batch, Kodaikanal. He took us there. So Swami words will never ever fail. But how it will happen, in which way it will happen, and how he will satisfy you, and how he will honor his word is different. I think you and me have to just pray and leave it to him, but never judge. And Swami knows which K you deserve, and which time you deserve, and what you deserve, when you deserve, where you deserve. That is his job. You and me have to just surrender and leave it to him. That is one, again, my personal example. How if I leave it to Swami, Swami will take care. He stopped the train and he gave me 62 marks. And that is how the individual between him and me, that conviction, that bond, and that faith became intense. And later on, I never, cried for anything. I know he will take care. He's there
Fantastic.
for me.
Let me show you a picture, and I
Mm.
thought it'll trigger your memory something.
Wow. Oh, this is, that person is Mr. Nityananda Menon. He is our warden, where Swami banged the door when he was
Can
taking
you,
the class.
yeah, can you tell him a little bit about him? Because people may not know, he was also the first batch of students, and
Yes.
he
Yeah.
went with Swami to Kashmir also. He was part
Yes.
of
Yes.
that group,
He was
and
from Kerala,
he later on
Mr. Nit.
became warden.
Yeah.
So please tell
He
us
was.
something more about him and
Yeah, Mr.
his
Nityanand
story.
Menon is from Kerala. Very nice person, and his hand is open to help people. When it comes to spending for boys, he will never hesitate. He is from a very nice family, good heart, and ready to spend. And they used to this his batch of boys, because we had no university, Swami had no university that time, so they used to go to Bangalore University, and they did their BCom, they did their MCom there, and daily they used to travel up and down to Bangalore and come. So this then he completed, and Swami made him warden when he started the institution here. And he was, the beauty is, when I was studying in the second year, I stayed with this group of people. The hostel was full. Walter Cowan block was inaugurated just in 1977, and all the rooms were cupboards were full. And Lakshmi Narasimhan gave me one cupboard which was empty in a room where all these group of people, all the senior most, everybody was there, like Kiran Patel, Rakesh Vadera, Anup Jalani, Nityananda Menon, all these people were there. So
So the
I was the
veterans of
I
our
was
institution, first batch.
I was a young guy there, and he knows me very well because we lived in the same room. And when he came here, he was warden, and I used to help him in the office, organizing things and all that. One day, when he was teaching, he got the message saying that Swami wants to come to the hostel, and Swami wants to inaugurate. You know that heating the milk. What do you call that? Uh,
Okay, the kitchen. Okay, that starting of the
no,
meals,
yeah, the first, you boil the milk.
boil the milk.
Yeah. So Menon,
Ceremony to start the house. It's
yeah.
a housewarming kind of.
Sometimes get stuck with the right word. Uh,
Mm.
s- so now, what happened? He called me, and then we both went. And that time, Girijama stores. There was only provision shop in that time during those days, 79, 80. And in her shop there was one stove. You can show the picture, and there is a that kerosene stove with wicks.
Yes,
So we bought all that, and we
this is
both of us
stove. Mm.
made that ready, and then we bought a little bit of milk. And hostel boys are not there. There is no kitchen. Nothing is ready. Hostel is totally empty. Just whitewash. Everything is over. Swami felt that that day is good day, and he wants to do that like housewarming ceremony. And along with him, he brought guest called Chenna Reddy. That time he was the chief minister of Andhra Pradesh.
Karnataka.
No,
Andhra or
no,
Karnataka? Andhra.
Andhra Pradesh. Chenna Reddy. Chenna Reddy.
Chenadi.
Andhra.
Andhra.
Yeah,
Chief
Andhra. Swami called him also. So he was sitting. Actually, he's sitting next to Swami. One chair is there. He's sitting there, and we kept everything ready. Not many boys, very few of us, and we arranged everything. Swami lit the stove, and then we put a big vessel and 1 liter of milk, and then milk boiled. And then Swami wanted to give milk because that time Chenna Reddy had high temperature. He told Swami that I'm having a running temperature. Do you know what Swami did in that place? Swami created 2 tablets, and he gave to Chenna Reddy. And there is nothing, no. So Swami heated the milk, and the milk was so hot, and he wants to cool down the milk. So what Swami was doing, he asked for a water, and some of us know. See, I am doing left and right, and even our wardens are also doing. And meanwhile, I went and brought little bit of cold water, tap water, and Swami took another glass of milk and putting in that vessel, no, and rotating like this because the water is cold, no. So the temperature of the milk will come down quickly. And then Swami was doing. So all three of us were totally immersed in reducing the temperature of the milk so that it will be comfortable for Chenna Reddy to drink. And then Swami gave Chenna Reddy a glass of milk and these 2 tablets, and he swallowed there. That is how that day Swami did the housewarming ceremony. That our hostel. That is our hostel dining hall. It is not kitchen, hostel dining hall. That photo. You see, Swami
Sorry, I had
spoke.
lost you in the middle, but you were going on continuously. Was
Yeah, I was
the
going.
relay fine for you?
I don't know. I was talking. I hope so. You must have heard.
Okay.
Hmm?
Well, for a few seconds my connection was dropped. Anyway, so
Uh,
yeah, I was following this picture which you had shown. So Bhagwan
hmm.
started doing himself this.
Yeah, because maybe I'll repeat it in a short this thing.
Yeah.
Dr. Chennareddy was not well. He was running high temperature, and Swami created 2 tablets, and the Swami wanted him to take the tablets there itself. But Swami wanted to give him a glass of milk. The milk was very hot, and then even Swami was doing this and this. I was doing. Warden also was doing. Meanwhile, I got a vessel with water, and Swami took that glass, what he's having in his hand. He took that glass. You can see the other picture. Swami was rotating in that water to reduce the temperature of the milk so that Chenna Reddy can drink comfortably. And that
So
is how
beautiful.
this is our dining hall. It is not kitchen. This is our dining hall.
Yeah, that time it was not, as you said, it was not functional yet. So the hostel
Yeah.
was not
No,
fully
no,
operational that way.
nothing. Nothing is there in hostel. We just temporarily arranged one photograph, that table, one white cloth. Everything was arranged just like that because Swami told that he will come. Day is good. I want to do that housewarming ceremony.
Beautiful. You know how it is. It's very interesting to observe that how Bhagwan can be, so particular about certain rituals also.
Hmm.
It may look like a chance for us, but he's so particular about like Griha Pravesham as entering the new house, doing a little bit of ceremonial cooking, whether it could be boiling the milk. He's so particular about all of that. How do you look at it? Like, how God is beyond these things, yet he follows it for our sake. How would you look at it?
That is a perfect example for us to emulate. See, when the master tells his pupil something, the master also must follow. The master cannot tell something and he cannot be different. Then only there is value for master's word. Then only they will respect the master. And when the students observe his master, that whatever the master says or advises, he is also doing, then only there is respect for the words that he is uttering, right? Swami is of that kind. Whatever Swami tells you, Swami will follow, and Swami also will do that. It is not that Swami will tell you to do and he will not follow. No, you may not follow, but still Swami will follow. That's the
He will
beauty.
follow.
He will follow. And I think that is why Swami, very with full conviction, he says, "My life is my message. Anything that I do, you just follow. That is good for you." It can be looking into Raukalam. Swami also looks into Raukalam. Swami is beyond that. But still, why Swami is looking? So that when you travel some other day, you should be safe.
You should be safe.
Who should be safe? Swami is always safe. Swami, nothing happened. Who should be safe? So for that, if Swami tells I don't travel in Raukalam, you may ask Swami, you are traveling, what is wrong? Why I should not? That kind of arguments come. The best thing is what? He will practice and then he will preach. That is the simplest way. That's why Swami puts one sentence, my life is my message. That's all it is. Common substance of his life.
Let me throw another perspective to you. I have heard and seen Bhagwan, he gets very possessive about his students, if I may use the word possessive in that manner. Like, as if it's so like he owns it, he feels so belonged to each one that I remember Mayur Pandey, he was, you know him. He had
Yes.
told once a very beautiful story that his parents used to visit him in Bangalore, Whitefield, and whenever they would visit, they will bring something for the son, obviously. And it
Parents.
seems whatever they brought, Bhagwan would give him the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So if they brought him a water bottle, Swami gave him the exact same water bottle. And it was becoming so much for him that he realized that something is wrong, that why Swami is doing that. And then ultimately he told his parents, don't give me, because Bhagwan literally wanted him not to depend on anybody for anything. So there is a very beautiful, like, if I think about it, it's a wonderful to see how God can become so protective that he takes off, that you are now mine and now nothing to worry. Did you have any such experience in yourself about Bhagwan?
Yeah. Yes, when Swami owns you, He looks after all aspects. Yes, in my life also such things have happened. When we joined here, and our hostel was, I told you, East Prashanti Extension.
Hmm.
There we used to stay, and I was the office boy, and I used to collect mess bill, 75 rupees per month, mess bill those days. And I used to collect 75 rupees and give receipt, sign and give the receipt to the boys. And that time it was not yearly payment; it's monthly payment. Every month you have to pay 75 rupees, 75 rupees. And the 75 rupees will go to canteen, because we used to get food from canteen. We are paying canteen. That's all. One day, our Nityananda Menon, my warden, he called me to his room, and then he said, "Sai, there is a message for you from Swami." So I was a little worried. What happened? Then he said that, "Hmm, from today onwards, Swami said that he will take care of you for everything, whatever that you want. Everything Swami will take care. And Swami told me to inform you not to ask even 1 rupee, 1 paisa from your parents from now onwards. If you need
Paisa,
anything,
sorry,
paisa
sorry
means
to interrupt. Yeah, sorry to interrupt. Paisa, I'm just trying to, for international people, it is like a cent, the
1 cent.
smallest denomination of a
Yeah.
rupee. Yeah.
Not even 1 cent. You don't ask your parents. And Swami said that he will take care of you completely, and you can inform your parents also. And in the end, he finished, he said, "Tell him that he is my son and he is no more with the parents, he is with me." And then also he said, tomorrow morning you sit in the front line, and Swami will come, you take his blessings also. Swami told you to sit in the front line. Like that, messages used to come for many boys. And I'm sure, like me, many boys also will be blessed in the similar way. But I'm talking about from my end. And I informed my parents that, Mama, Papa, now don't give me anything. Whatever that I want, that Swami will take care. And Swami says that he will, uh, I belong to him. And of course, you are my parents, nothing to worry. But don't send any money. Swami doesn't want you to be burdened. Because my father was the canteen manager working in Brindavan that time. My mother was a Sevadal in Brindavan, plus a bhajan group singer. She was also a singer. And my father was, so both of them used to do a lot of service in the canteen and here as Sevadal and
Oh,
singers.
so by then they had already shifted to Parthi and Vrindavan.
Yes,
Okay, okay, okay.
when I joined Parthi, they shifted from Chennai to Bangalore, and Swami gave that work, and they were all there at that time.
Okay, okay.
So that is the instruction, and I passed on to parents. And from that day onwards, I never asked my parents. And whenever Swami leaves Prashanti Nilayam, and he used to go to Hyderabad, he used to go to Chennai, he used to go to Bangalore. Those days, Swami used to travel a lot, and he never used to be all the time in Prashanti Nilayam. He used to travel a lot. So whenever Swami goes, and Swami will put some money, 1,000 or 1,500, and he will paste it like that, and he'll give it to the warden, I believe. And then warden, after Swami leaves, warden will call me to his office, and Swami said, "Swami told me to give this to you. This is your pocket money." And Swami said, "For your haircut, for your dhobi, for your soap, paste," Swami said, "give it to him." So that is how, Abhi, every time when Swami leaves Prashanti Nilayam goes, and I will be getting an envelope. Guru Purnima, Swami's birthday, and Dasara. Swami used to either call me and give, or he used to send through warden one white pant and white shirt, cloth, and also stitching charges, tailor charges also he used to send through him. That is how Swami looked after me. That is I'll never forget that.
It is so, it's so emotional, touching. Yes, that
He,
how he
he
would
became
look
my
after.
he became my divine father. He became my divine mother. And I never asked my parents anything from that day onwards till my end of my education. And so kind and so loving Swami. He has so many things in his mind, but still he will never forget to send the envelope. That is one-to-one connection. That is Swami. That is the beauty of Swami. That is why we say he is omnipresent, he is our God, he knows everything. Who am I? Such an insignificant person. Why he should be, so much focus on me? For what? Nothing. I'm not so special. I'm nothing. I'm an ordinary student. But that is why Swami says, you can't understand your mother, and I am 1,000 mothers' love. How can you understand? One mother's love only you can't understand. Your own mother's love you can't understand. How can you understand my love? Yes, it is true, 100% true. I'm sure, like me, there must be many such boys. Swami must be taking care. Swami must have blessed like that. But from my end, it was one-to-one. And many of my classmates also, because I'm not supposed to tell, and it don't look nice telling also. Many of my classmates also do not know. Some of them know. And one tricky thing is there here. 1.5 years, you are Venkateshwara University, right? I have to pay examination fees to Venkateshwara University. हमारा पास पैसा नहीं. So I can't ask Swami, and I don't like to disturb Swami. And our registrar, Chakravarti was our registrar then. He knows. He knows that Swami sponsors me, Swami gives me clothes, Swami looks after my well-being, Swami paying my hostel fees, because totally nothing I paid. My hostel fees is free. My pocket money Swami gives. I don't take anything. Everything Swami. He knows that. As a registrar, he knows that. So the last due date is also over. And then he came. He came to the hostel. He used to visit the hostel regularly. He called me to the guest room. Sai, you have to write exam, Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Then you have not paid your fees, man. You have to pay your fees. Ah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Uh, then pay in the office, no. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Nothing more I can say. Then when are you paying? Sir, you know my condition, no, sir. I don't have anything, no, sir. You know who is paying. Yeah, man. Yeah, I know. You ask Swami. Today, write a letter. I said, sir, I never in my life opened my mouth and asked Swami anything. Swami knows without asking only is doing so much. Why should I ask, sir? I don't look nice, sir. I will not ask. Sir, you are authority. You are as a registrar. You can tell Swami some boys are yet to pay. Like that, you indirectly hint. Maybe Swami will do that job. Swami may pay on my behalf. So that is how even our registrar, our controller of examination, our then vice chancellor, all of them know how Swami was taking care in all small petty details and looked after me. And Abhi, it is because of that. If I am today, it is because of Swami. If I get the job, it is because of Swami. If I got married, it is because of Swami. And you are asking me to speak, it is because of Swami I am here. Swami gave this identity. Swami gave this name. Swami gave this place. Swami gave this recognition. So that is why I dedicate myself totally to Swami, and I'm still here. The day from 79 I came, 40 years over, I am here only in Prasanthi Nilayam. I don't want to go anywhere. Maybe next is Chitravati. My last thing is Chitravati, maximum. I don't want to go anywhere. I dedicate my life here.
Okay, let me change the little mood here because I think we got a little serious. So many of you know Sai sir and must have seen him playing tabla in Mandir, and everybody has seen him as part of the music group, bhajan group. He's very prominent and he has been always active. But how many of you know that he has never learnt it formally? He has got no formal education or formal training in tabla. So Sai sir, unfold the secret for us. How did you learn this instrument without learning? And how did you end up playing with stalwarts of music?
Well, when we were there at Chennai, in our house, we used to have Bhajan Mandali. My father was a vice president of that Bhajan Mandali. And from young age, I used to play talam. I used to play that kanjira. Those days, kanjira is not plastic one. It is like there is
The
one animal skin
skin,
used to be there.
the skin on it,
Animal
yeah.
skin, like that. So I used to play that, and we used to sing. We used to go do Nagar Sangeet in the cities, and I used to sing also. My sister, my mother, all of us, we are actively involved in singing and bhajan group and all that. So one day, what happened? mm, one boy, he brought one tabla, and he started playing when we were all doing bhajans, and I got attracted by seeing that instrument. So I asked him, "What is this?" He said, "Tabla." So I've seen mridangam. For your information, Abhi, my mother is a Veena Vidwan. She did her BA Veena in Adayar Music College, Chennai.
Hmm.
She completed her Veena course 3 years, and he used to take classes in our house. Many girls used to come and learn Veena, and my sister spontaneously, it is in the blood, so she also started learning. My mother used to force me, learn. Even now, if you give me Veena, I can play Varnam. Varavina, Mridupani, I can play that. But no practice. That Sarali Varasa, something and all this, Sarigama Padni, Sasa Sasa, Ri, all everything. My mother is very good in that Gamaka. And those days, the Chitti Babu and Balachandar, they are all the great stalwarts in Veena. My mother used to take me to all their, uh, you know, cultural programs. I used to sit and listen. So basically, what happened, because my mother was into this music. I think that blood is in me. The genes somewhere it is in my system, and my mother forced me so much. And sometimes I used to sit and play veena little bit. But sometimes there is printing mistake here. When Brahma is in the production process, maybe I shook my head. I didn't I didn't keep my head straight. So there is some printing mistake. So I didn't learn Veena. At the same time, my mother at least learned Mridangam, man. I said, no, I don't like. And my mother forced me. Then he took me to a Mridangam teacher. And those days, those teachers, they used to teach free. They don't charge much. And whatever you want, you can give like dakshana. That's a tradition. So my mother took me. So I took one dhoti, some coconut, some banana, beetle leaf, beetle nut, and some little bit of money. And then I prostrated in front of that man, a man without shirt, but a big belly, big pot, like a gatam. He was sitting there, and in front of him, so many students, no, 10 batch by batch, 10 students. Tarr, burr, they are hitting. The moment you hear, no, I was mesmerized. I said, wow, this is I must do that. I must learn that. And then he gave me, my mother left, he gave me one Mardangam. He told me how to hold it. So how to place it on my, on my lap and this and that, the angle, everything. And then finally he said, ta, ti, tum, nam. This is the first lesson. He said, come on, practice. I said, okay. And then in one corner, I used to sit quietly, ta, ti, tum, nam, ta, ti, tum. Meanwhile, my attention will be with the group. They are simply dar, burr, it be going on. Fantastic. 1 hour over. Then he called me, play. I said, ta, ti. Then he said, it is not very clear. The strike is not correct. You have to practice. Yes, Guru. So next day, Tati Tomnam. Next day, Tati Tomnam. Next day, Tati Tomnam. I got slowly, I knew he's testing my patience. I told Guruji, 4 days over, Tati Tomnam, Tati Tomnam. At least give me the next lesson. Oh, you want the next lesson now itself? The clarity is still not there. Please, I'm getting fed up with Tati Tomnam. Give me next lesson. Okay, take next lesson. I wrote what? Tata Titi Tom Tom Nam Nam. Tati tom nam. It became tata titi tom tom nam nam. Two strikes now. You practice. The next day tata titi tom tom nam nam. Tata titi tom tom nam nam. Another 4 5 days. I told you, printing mistake. I missed the bus. I stopped going, and my mother yelled at me, "You don't have patience. You have to learn this and that." I said, "Mama, chod do. I don't want." So that is how my introduction to Mirdangam was there. And my mother's musical genes is part of my blood. And bhajans, spontaneously, we used to practice and sing. And this gentleman came with the tabla now. So my attraction now on tabla. And that boy, very sensitive, will not even allow me to touch. If I touch also, no, shh, shh, no, that instrument, they will not allow anybody and everybody to touch. I said, but I used to appreciate and, understand what he's trying to play and all. It's very nice, sweet sound. It is Mridangam broken into two parts this way. So I was just admiring that. That's the first time I came across tabla instrument in my house. It went on for 3 months, and suddenly that boy didn't attend Bhajan, but his brother came for Bhajan. So I asked him, "Today your brother didn't come with tabla. What happened?" "Oh, he finished his studies and he got a job in Delhi and he went back to Delhi." "Then where is tabla?" "Tabla is in house only." "Then if he's in Delhi and tabla is here in your house, why don't you bring? I will try to learn and play." No. He said, "Oh, you want to play?" I said, "Yeah, little bit I can play." He said, "No problem." And he came and dropped that tabla in my house. And tabla is in front of me. There is no guru. I don't know how to do. And then when I play left side, right won't shake. When I play right, left won't come. So there is no coordination and confusion. And for my guru, do you know who is my guru? Those days in my house, we used to have GEC radio, General Electric Company radio. Olden days, big radio. And Vivid Bharati. Film songs will come, no? Vivid Bharati. Tamil film songs and all will come. So nowadays, only in modern songs, all modern instruments are there. There is no, the traditional instruments are very less now. But those days, tabla, mridangam, gatam, these are the things, dolak, these are the instruments for those days film songs. So I used to keep tabla in front of the radio, listen to the beat, what he's playing for that film song, and try to recreate on the instrument which is in front of me. Like that, I myself, my GEC radio was my guru, and I hit and tried to create some sound. And later on, my left is good, my right is not good, my right is good, my left is not good. When both are good, both was not synchronization. Finally, after a few months, I got the idea. And always that tabla will be in front of that radio only. The moment the same song repeats, I know the beats. So wherever I am, I used to come, run, and sit and start accompanying for that P. Susila or T.M. Soundarajan or Balasubramanian, whoever is singing. No, I used to, Malaysian Vasudevan, they used to sing those. So I used to accompany and try to make the same sound. And that is how I learned tabla. And later on, I started playing for bhajans. And I used to play for
Then
Akhand.
how did you get permission to play in Mandir? That time there was no
This
screening.
is my young days, Abhi, young days at Chennai. Okay. And the more I play for bhajans and for Akhanda bhajan, 12 hours I used to play. 12 hours with 5 minutes gap. No, keep playing, keep playing. That gave me intense command, the speed, and my hands and all will be swollen like that. And everybody used to appreciate, "What, Babu, whole night you prayed?" I said, "Yes, for Swami. Come on," like that. So that is how I could play a variety of beats, and I could play more with clarity, and I could accompany bhajans, and singers felt comfortable, and I gained confidence. That is how I, myself and my tabla. Then when we came here, in Brindavan, I never played tabla, but I used to sit next to the bhajan group, and I never told that I can play tabla because the better players were there. I just kept quiet. I admired, enjoyed those days. When we came here, being the first batch, no tabla player. But along with me, my classmate from Agra, Sharad Antani, he learned a little bit of.
Oh gosh, can we hear him or I'm not sure. Sai, your screen is frozen. Um, I'm sorry, I think his internet has fluctuated there. Hopefully, he should come back.
Are we back?
Sai sir? Yes, yes,
Can you hear me?
yes. Now you're back. Now you're back. I
Okay.
was wondering.
Okay. Small technical
1 minute.
glitch maybe.
Yeah. I hope. Can we hear him now? Yeah, sure. Please carry on. You are telling me about.
Yes. So my classmate Sharad Antani from Agra, he had his own personal tabla. So that time, bhajan group, we were yet to, form bhajan group and all that. So suddenly we thought, why not we accompany? And one day bhajan, he also brought and he played and I also played. And Swami looked at us and said, hey, you guys can play tabla. We said, yes, Swami, we can play tabla. Swami felt very happy. In the middle of the bhajan, he went inside the interview room. 10 minutes, he didn't come back. Then after 10 minutes, he just calls me. I go inside. And the first instrument Swami gave me was a dolak, wooden
Oh,
dolak. That was the first instrument. That time even the Prashanti Bhajan group yet to, form and all that. The first instrument he gave. And then I used to play and even Sharadanthan used to accompany. And then that is how slowly, we started. Swami gave so much of Philip. Swami gave so much of boost. Swami gave so much of encouragement. And Swami gave harmonium. Swami gave thalam. Swami gave kanjira. Swami gave, so many instruments Swami gave. And that is how slowly the Prashanti Bhajan group started. And since I had the practice of accompanying for bhajans at Chennai, it became easy for me to do it here. And that is how, being the first batch, and myself and Saradantani started it. And then we went on and on. And now we have music college itself and we have fantastic players. But I must thank Swami. That is what Swami, Swami can take a stone and chisel and make a beautiful idol. He can chisel, he can do it. He's a creator, he can create.
because I remember, as a student days, I remember there was a time when some professionals were coming and they were performing and you were supposed to sing, but they said, Sai, can you play? Because they would like to have a classical player. And I remember you sitting with the headphones and listening to the thing and trying to create the sound. And you did it and you ultimately played with them. It was superb for me.
It's
But
all, so it is, I'll tell you, the whole credit goes to Bhagwan. It is His grace,
obviously,
with my own self learning, with my own knowledge. As I told you, maybe my mother's genes are there, a sense of rhythm, a sense of music, it's already there. But only thing is printing mistake. I could have learned it in a proper way. But though there is a printing mistake, the Lord is in front of you. You can always erase it and rewrite it, right? I think.
let me show you
uh,
this.
uh, he can rewrite it, and that is how I think Swami gave a lot of opportunities, and I played for many film playback singers. It was very every Swami's Jula, we used to be there, and a group of boys like Sonam used to be there, Kote, Hirok, myself, so many boys. We are all part of the music group, and Swami trained us very well. First batch has its own charm
Certainly.
and
Sai
it's got
sir,
its own attention.
Sai sir, I'm tempted to invite you for the third session, but before we close this part, I thought it would be very beautiful. Let us try to recreate Mandir of that era for people because post 2000, bhajans got shifted outside in Kulwant Hall. So people who have not experienced the bhajan in the bhajan hall, mandir, they would not know that sanctity, that aura, that ambience of that place and the interactions. So I'm going to show you a picture and I want you to share some thoughts on that because That era was unique.
Yes. This is our beautiful bhajan hall. On the right-hand side corner, you can see Swami's throne. And, yeah, that is Swami's throne. Perfect. And that you can show the entrance, that side, that entrance. That is the point where I sit. That is my first place. That is where I sit. And the bhajan group will be following there. That is my permanent place for many years, sitting and playing tabla, that corner, and played dolak. And
Yes.
this bhajan hall has got sweet memories for many people, many devotees.
This
They
is
have each one
staircase of Bhagwan.
a staircase of Bhagwan going up. Yes. And here you can see above the lotus, there is a Rama statue.
Yeah.
Behind that is Swami's room. Behind that only is Swami's room. So Bhajan Hall has got its own charm, its own vibration. And I will say Bhajan Hall is a workshop where anybody comes, there is transformation both inside and externally. They forget themselves and they get transformed. They get attached to the place and they get the beautiful vibrations there. I'm sure every devotee, those who have been, I mean, especially old devotees and all my batchmates and students, we'll all fight to get, the closer place towards Swami's throne. A beautiful time, beautiful time.
And many people may not know that Swami would come before bhajans,
Yes.
and he would sit right at the
Uh,
where his
if
footstool is,
maybe if you zoom, you can see this tiger used to be there, and Swami used to sit next to that,
next
and
to that here.
yeah, and keep chatting,
Sai sir, any
chatting.
memories of that era?
Yeah, there are so many. I think we are already overshooting the time. I think 2 hours now. It's too much actually. 2 hours it will lead to
Yeah,
indigestion.
we'll close in. Okay, let me. If you remember one story or something, I don't mind. Ansh
Yes.
Ansh
Yeah.
Mohan, Anush
Uh,
Mohan is here. He's asking.
mm.
He reminds you of Black Sari episode. I'm not sure whether he refers to you.
Yeah, yeah. He refers to me only Black Sari episode. Yes. Uh,
So, do you want to
yes.
share that?
Uh, Anush, maybe next session we will do that.
Okay.
Otherwise, the devotees will blast me black and blue. So it's already 2 hours. I think too much of anything is too bad. It should not lead to
No, no, it's
indigestion.
okay. Yeah,
It's like testing devotees' patience also.
no, it's
No,
always a
actually,
pleasure.
Abhi, if you want to talk about Swami, I told you last time also, whole night we can sit and keep on talking.
Certainly,
There is
certainly,
no
certainly.
end to his story.
I was
Correct,
just
no?
that's why. Yeah, I agree with you. So these
Yeah.
are the different darshans
Old
of
pictures.
Bhagwan's
Yes.
pictures.
Yes. That was the
But
main
I think
bhajan.
this is our time. Like when Bhagwan is had put this lion and he would sit here and
Yes,
talk to
yes,
the students.
yes.
That was a beautiful, and this was
No,
our
even there also that tiger skin is. I think you can zoom and maybe
yeah.
the
No,
tiger
it's
skin.
actually it's too much. I can't zoom in
You
this
can't
picture
make
because
out, but it is there.
yeah,
It is there.
here right
That is
here it is a tiger.
yeah, right
Yeah,
one,
right
correct
here
one.
is a tiger.
Right,
And
yes.
Bhagwan would sit there. In fact, if people remember, we talked about the music before darshan, before
Mm-hmm.
bhajan.
Mm-hmm.
15 minutes before bhajan, there will be a flute recital,
Yes, yes,
and that would happen in the bhajan hall. And there was an
yes,
old gentleman with
yes,
his
yes.
father. They would be playing that flute,
Yeah,
and
from
Swami would
Mumbai.
come and talk. It's beautiful. It was,
Yes.
and there were so many interactions. This was like a divine time. And for
Mm.
Akhand Bhajan time, I think in the front range itself, I think up to this level,
Yeah,
you can't imagine how many students would just squeeze in.
yes,
So everybody wanted to be in the front at that night. And
yes.
Swami would night time give darshan from the balcony.
Okay, yes, move around.
I think it was up to 10 o'clock we could expect him. And then early morning,
Anytime.
6 o'clock. 6
Yeah,
o'clock again he will come out.
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
So it is. So I think, Sai
Yes.
sir, we'll revisit this again, but I would think that it's better not to start a new session, because this is this is really going to go further then. So
Yeah.
I
We'll
would
have one more
request that we'll
session,
have one more session,
then wind
and
up. Sure.
we'll continue up. Okay, sir.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I really
Thank
thank
you.
you. Wonderful
Thank you.
for
Thank you,
having this.
everyone. Praying
Yes.
Swami to bless all of you. You and your family should be here, happy and healthy all the time. God bless you all. Thank you very much for your patient hearing. Sairam.
Sairam to everybody, and thank you. And let's pray that Sai sir is again with us for the third session, and continue this divine saga. Sairam, this video will be available on the channel. Thank you. Sairam.
Sairam.
Sairam, sir.